Hello, everyone. It's Alexis with Create Your Future. And you guys, today we're back with another video. And today we have Ivan joining us, who's a coach on our team. And he has a really amazing success story about how he had a client who felt like nothing was working for her. She was really overwhelmed. And she also then got what she wanted through coaching with him. And then super special, you guys, at the end of the video, Ivan's going to be telling us his special Ivan technique about your 5 power affirmations. So please stay tuned till the end. And before we get started, thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. In the box below, please hit the bell icon and you get notified every time we post new videos. So Ivan, just say hello and jump on in.
Hi, everyone. So yeah, I had a really cool session this week with a client who has seen coaching in the past, and she has a lot of knowledge about the law of attraction, and she knows a lot of techniques, and she was putting in the work. All these different other coaches gave her like all these different, do this, do that, and she became overwhelmed at a certain point to where she started feeling that, oh, nothing's working out for me. It just seems like this isn't my thing. Maybe it works out for other people, but not for me. So that was continuously in her head. And it's also like, a lot of people do tend to seek different coaches all at once, but you also have to put in the work, okay? So that's key. But she just started feeling like very like, oh, this is too much. And so she came across Create Your Future, and it really resonated with her. So she started seeing the videos. She actually mentioned that Amanda, it was almost, her videos almost seemed like she was talking to a friend. So that really like touched her. So she booked a session with me, and she started telling me everything, and we were able to identify certain blocks that she was unable to actually get from previous coaching sessions. While doing that, we also started building a schedule for her because it seemed like she was overwhelmed with techniques. She was constantly, affirming, visualizing throughout her entire day to where she wasn't allowing herself to go with her own personal life and enjoy her life. So we built a schedule around her needs. And that was something that she did mention. She's like, I do like that, you kind of made this about me and my situation. You customize it to me. And I like it that because now I could go about it and, it seems like it's like mine, but it was a mutual conversation that we had to where it's like, okay, tell me what your needs is. What is your schedule like? Let's incorporate, but let's allow you, or you allow yourself to live and do your things that you usually do. And which also helps because it also helps to go about if you're at work or you're at school or whatever, it's good to distract yourself. It's good to put in work into your passions, or what it is that you do. And so we created a schedule for her. And I just did tell her, you do need to commit and you do need to persist in the idea that what you want it's what you want. So she said, okay, one of the things that she did have problems with was, what do I do when I feel like nothing is working for me? What do I do? And I told her, because I don't know about you, but it's happened to me too. There's days like, this isn't working for me. Like, it's like, but what I do at that moment is I say like, no, it is working for me. So why is it that I've been able to do other things? What's so special about this thing that I cannot, that won't allow me to like actually pull through with it? So I don't know if it's ever happened to you, but it's happened to me.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, like, we're not perfect people out here, right? Like we coach people because we've also either been coached or coached ourselves through like a number of life events or things that have happened. And I do the same thing, honestly. When I feel like that voice comes in, like, oh, wow, Alexis, it's obvious like nothing's working for you. It's obvious it's going to be a bad day. Gosh, nothing's working. I think, no, it is. I just turn it around, just like you said. It's that simple, right? Yeah.
So, I mean, so I would tell you, so anytime you're in that moment, what you could do is, have an inner conversation with yourself with that thought, have an intervention in your head, and say to it, it's like, okay, as humans, we're always seeking answers, always, we seek answers from coaches, we seek answers from, videos, we sometimes like through prayer, we're always seeking for answers to what is it that we must do to get what we want, and the answers do come, and they come in a form of a thought. And when they come in a form of a thought, instead of putting that negative to it, we need to start seeing it as this is my area of opportunity. This is the way that this is showing me, life is showing me what my blocks are and what's keeping me away from my desire. So acknowledge the thought. And that's one of the things I told her. It's like when you feel like you're not doing it, acknowledge why isn't that you're not doing it? If you're so powerful, if you're so, if you could do so much, start talking to the thought. Start saying, I'm releasing the power that I've given to you throughout so many years, and I'm allowing you to minimize so that so that I could release you. And I always say, release everything with peace and love. Because if everything's us pushed out, if we're pushing out even the negative, we're pushing it out with peace and love so that that could be reflected back to us. So she really liked that. And it's something that I say to a lot of my clients is always do that. And she's like, I'm going to do it. And like maybe like 2 weeks later, she gets back and she's like, I have a success for you. And I was like, oh, really? She's like, yes. And I'm really excited. And it's always so nice to open because you never know what you're going to get once that screen comes up. And it's like, oh, is it a good one or is it
right?
But you could just tell because her smile was like radiating and it was amazing. And I was just like, okay, this is a good one. This is going to be a good session. And she went on to say that her SP contacted her after like not having any contact, that she actually decided not. She said like, I'm going to take a break from you because I need to work on myself, that kind of whole situation. So he contacted her and just asked her, how are you doing? And she was just like, I'm doing fine. I'm doing great. I'm doing my thing. And she then said that he actually mentioned her. It's like, you know what? I've been doing a lot of work on myself. And through all that work that I've been putting into myself, I realized how special you are to me. So I was just like, yes.
Oh, come on. How cute. I love it. Yeah.
And she was ecstatic. And she was just like, oh my God, like, because that's what I was intending. That was one of her intentions. Like, I'm intending for my SP to show me a different side of him, to show vulnerability, to show softness in his actions. And that's exactly what she got. So now she was really excited because she's like, okay, like, it's working out for me. She's like, well, what was the difference? I go like, because we created something that was customized to you, to where it felt like you had the power,
Mhm.
it's always important that everything that you watch, as far as videos or, if you're reading a book or whatever it is, that you always put yourself into that technique because that's what gives it the strength. And that's what actually impresses your subconscious. So since then, like we've been working on, maintaining, that feeling of being that person who has it all, and her relationship has been great. She's been consistent, anytime her mental diet is like full on lifestyle now, she's like, I'm keeping this. Like if I get to choose one technique, it's going to be the technique of mental diet, like always,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, and things have been getting better and better, and the smile gets bigger and bigger every session. And it's just like, yeah, we did it. Well, she did it because we just give the tools, you
Mhm.
create, so it's all your work.
Right. Oh gosh, I'm just gushing over here, you guys. Like I say every Friday when Ivan and I do his videos together, I just gush the whole time. Like I think my heart gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's just so beautiful to hear how you were able to especially take her from that place from overwhelm, because that happens, you guys, to a lot of people that before they book coaching or when they book coaching with our team, that they maybe have done coaching at other places or whatever may be all out there, because we know there's lots of options with law of attraction coaching. But what Ivan did here, which is so key, is that he tailored it exactly to her. So it's like anything else in life. You really have to, you're a unique snowflake. She's a unique snowflake. Right? She has to have like the right affirmations, the right intentions. I always think like the right set of intentions, it's changing your brain. It's like doing not like a lobotomy, because that's like weird. That sounds weird, but like it is, like it's doing something, right? Where you're like, when you get that right intention, it's like, oh my gosh, that just is so great. But
Mhm.
it's really for you, the individual, the person. So it just really speaks to how you know what you're doing, and that you're like, just, exactly how to give her the right plan for her. And that is what helped her succeed. So there was no more of this, what am I doing? This isn't working for me, because that's really the worst place to be with all this, is that one thing, right? It's not working for me. So sad.
Yeah, and like I said before, like we all go through those moments. No matter how much wisdom you could have, there's
Mhm.
moments are gonna come. But when you decide to, evolve into the best version of yourself, and I think that's an amazing intention. You always should intend to become the best version of yourself every single day. I think it's highly important that you say that to yourself. While we are becoming that person, we're starting to view life differently. So instead of like actually spiraling down or getting down on that thought of like nothing works for me, switch it around. It's like everything always works out for me. Everything is possible, because I've experienced it. Go back into your life and see how many wonderful things you've already created that come from you, that you're worthy of it. But at the moment you felt the worthiness. So feel it all the time. So with that being said, one of the techniques, and this is actually inspired by this client, well, actually, it was another client. She inspired this technique, and it just came. And this is what's so amazing about talking to all of you guys, that sometimes like I get so into the conversation that like I come up with things and I'm like, oh wow, that was good. I really
Right? I feel like we need like a drum roll right now, like a this is Ivan's technique, power 5. Here we go. Take it away.
so this is like when I was talking to this client, she was asking the same question. Like it's like, what do I do when I don't feel that? What is it? So it just came to my mind for you to pick 5 really powerful affirmations that you believe about yourself, not some that I will give to you. And that's why I'm not giving you a specific. You need to really sit with yourself and pick 5 affirmations that you feel are very you, and choose those 5 affirmations. So when you're actually in this little rut of like feeling like it's not working for you, what you do is you're having that inner conversation with the thought and saying to it, you are not powerful anymore because I'm taking back my power. Why is it that I'm taking back my power? Well, because I am strong, I am wise, I am becoming the best version of myself, I am beautiful, and I am powerful. Pick whatever 5 you believe and use those 5 to any time that you're feeling this and you're talking, say them and repeat them to yourself. And this actually helps you to build the confidence around yourself. Because again, we could be confident in certain areas of our lives, but when it comes to certain things that we really desire, our confidence is not 100% there. So what better way than to incorporate things you already know about you, that you 100% know about you, and add them to that moment where you're not feeling your highest self. So
Mhm.
there you go. I actually researched it. Nobody has done this, so it's kind of like I've inspired. Okay.
Ivan's power 5 technique. And I just love it too that it's not a set of 5 affirmations. And even the ones that Ivan just said, he's also telling you guys out there, like, those maybe aren't the ones for you. So like we said before, you're a unique snowflake. Please avoid just writing them down with the pen robotically here. We want you to dig into you, dig deep into you. Who do you want to be? If you don't have a power 5 written down, then use Ivan's guidance and write down 5, right?
Yeah. And it also helps out for people who do not want to be affirming the entire day. It also helps them, because you chose 5 that you already believe. And if you already feel it and you're like, I am already this person, start adding a new 5, and start rotating them around the situation. So if you're feeling a lack of power, say that you're powerful, that you're extremely magnetic and everything comes to you. So choose 5 powerful ones and you're consistent with it.
I love that. Wow, we've gone over so much today in this video. It's so juicy. So you guys, Ivan's gone over how to go from being overwhelmed to being your answer and finding the answer from within, getting what you want with your SP, and then also this super cool, juicy technique about your Power 5 affirmations. So what more information could we give you? It's all here. I just love it. So you guys, like I always say, the link for coaching with Ivan is in the box below. So please find it there, look for it there. And one more time, thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And we'll look forward to seeing you in our next video. Have an awesome day. Bye.
Sorry.